Expecting that hatch opening to come any time now, since Kate Rubens has been working speedily through her side of the procedures. This is only the second time we've opened a hatch on a Crew Dragon with people inside from the International Space Station, so still nailing down exactly how long it takes for the crew to complete these procedures, and like we said, getting through it a little earlier than expected tonight. Shortly after the welcoming ceremony begins, the team here in Mission Control Houston will be handing over to their Orbit 1 counterparts, wrapping up their part in the arrival of the Dragon at the International Space Station. And of course, following the festivities, we'll have one final news conference to wrap up the activities tonight.
Dragon SpaceX on the big loop. You are go for hatch opening per your decal, followed by the remaining actions in procedure 4.400, section 6.
Dragon copies. And hatch open for the decal and remaining steps in section 6 of 4.400.
Here, they have the team on the ground giving the crew on board the Crew Dragon the go to open their side of the hatch, which is what we've been waiting for. So we should be seeing them floating through across the threshold to the International Space Station momentarily. For Mike Hopkins, Shannon Walker, and Sonuichi Noguchi, this will be a return visit to the International Space Station. Mike was there in 2014 for Expedition 3738 when he spent 166 days.
SpaceX, this is Dragon on the big loop, 6.6, 4.400, hatch is open.
We copy, hatch open, great to hear.
And as you can see, they do have that hatch open now. They called down that came right at 12:02 a.m. Central Time. Hatch is between the two vehicles open. Now we're just waiting for the crew to head to the International Space Station. Looks like they are waving hello to their new crewmates now. Also seeing here for the first time tonight the Roscosmos members of the crew. Sergei Ryzhikov, who is the commander of Expedition 64, and Sergei Kudzverchkov.
And Houston, this is Dragon on the Big Loop. IMV duct installation is complete. You are go for IMV fan activation.
Houston copies.
Crew finishing up some intra-module ventilation work there, getting air flowing between the space station and the Crew Dragon before they do make their way across the hatch. But again, that hatch is open now. That came at 12:02 a.m. Central Time. As I was saying a moment ago, this will be Mike Hopkins' second visit to the International Space Station. He was last there in 2014. Same for Shannon Walker. She was there in 2010 for Expedition 24 and 25 and spent 163 days on board the space station. Soichi Noguchi has been to the space station twice before for STS-114 in 2005 and in 2009 for Expedition 22 and 23. He's got 177 days already in space. But this will be the first time for Victor Glover to pass across the hatch and visit the International Space Station, kicking off their months-long stay in space when the space station will, for the first time, have 7 crew members on board for a full expedition.
Station Houston on Space to Ground 2, you are go in step 6.3.
And Houston from Dragon, was that a go for us to continue?
You are correct, Hopper. That's your go in step 6.3.
Copy, inward.
Crew 1 crew members are working on a few final activities inside the Crew Dragon before they do make their way to the International Space Station. Making sure any loose items are stowed securely, and then also putting away the liquid LiO cartridges that they use to scrub carbon dioxide out of the air while they're on their way to the space station. Now that they are at the space station, they don't need those any longer because they'll use the space station system for that. Again, these are just the last few items before they'll be able to ingress the space station.
SpaceX Dragon on the big loop for LiO.
SpaceX here.
Yeah, just a question. Just want to confirm that you are supposed to put LiO cartridge 1, our original cartridge, into the active slot.
That is affirmed. That is what we want you to do, please.
Okay, thanks. And just so you know, we've got the echo.
Copy.
Shannon Walker there reporting down to the ground on the crew members' progress. Again, walking through just a few final items before they come on board the International Space Station for the first time on this mission. Again, they're putting away some lithium hydroxide canisters that were used to scrub carbon dioxide out of the crew members' air. No longer needed now that the Dragon is at the International Space Station. Seeing two-thirds of the current Expedition 64 crew here. Kate Rubins, of course, with NASA, and then the Expedition Commander, Sergei Ryzhikov, there on the right side of the screen. They, along with Sergei Kuzberchkov, have all been at the space station since October 14th. Now waiting to greet the 4 new members of the expedition that will be joining them any moment. And there they are, first across the hatch, Mike Hopkins. And here's Victor Glover. You heard the crew here, the team here in Mission Control cheering to see them come across the hatch. There's Shannon Walker. And finally, Soichi Noguchi bringing up the rear. 4 new members, bringing the total Expedition 64 crew to a total of 7. Ready to increase the space station science and get to work.